Hey kids, welcome back to my channel and welcome back Sim Schoolers. So today I am building a studio apartment that kind of has like a wall, like to kind of have a little own privacy. I've been watching a lot of interior design builds lately and I've noticed that they have apartments that look just like this. So it's kind of like an inspiration that I'm taking from them where they don't have a lot of windows, but they also still make this space look nice because when you live in homes and houses you're used to having windows everywhere, windows in your bedroom, but I noticed with this one there was no windows in the bedroom and I was like, what, no windows in the bedroom? And so I was like, how do they make that look good? So I've been watching that and I wanted to try it out for myself to say like, hmm, what if it was me? But I did add a window in the bathroom, which is something I didn't have to do, but I just wanted to add some type of like, say, the bathroom does get hot and there's not a lot of windows, so you need something. So I added a bathroom, but you don't have to necessarily do that. But I decided to do this for this male sim. So this is for a male, like I'm trying my best not to feminize everything, but that doesn't mean that men don't like decoration too. So this is one of the male sims that I was playing for a little bit. I was like, you know what? Let me, make your house look good. And this is like one of the lower income sims, but just because they're lower income, that doesn't mean they gotta look like they're from lower income, okay? They walk out and they can tell, but while they're in here, it looks nothing but nice in here. So I did wanted to do like floor to ceiling windows, but I decided, oh, we're on a lower income budget, so let's just do regular windows and just do that, make that work. And this, just getting on a lower budget doesn't necessarily mean you have smaller windows, but from what I've looked in like, real life pictures, that usually lower income apartments have smaller windows than the higher income ones. So that's where I went from, okay, I'm trying to be realistic here. But anyways, I started adding like some furniture and this only took me an hour to build. This whole studio apartment took me an hour to build. I was shocked how fast it was going. Like this video has not took me long to edit. That's probably why this video is so short. But I try to make it a little bit longer so you don't get whiplash with how fast things were going. So, but yeah, I actually had a lot of fun. And I actually have another video coming up where I'm doing something similar to this, but we have no windows. Okay. So look forward to that video if you're interested. But this one we have a little bit of windows here, and I wanted to like try to figure out like space, like, okay, where would we put his clothes? Like I had to remember that, okay, because I almost forgot that. I was like, oh, everything was looking so good. I'm like, wait a minute, where he gonna put his clothes at? So he doesn't have a closet, but I know when you in real life they will have you have storage closets like by the door and stuff like that, but this is a sim, so we can't really necessarily do that. I mean, we can, but like we need it to be usable, so that's why I added the dressers instead. Like he didn't have a closet at all, and just dressers instead. But realistically, I would add a lot of storage space by the door and kitchen as well. But we're doing what we can with the space that we have. Okay, so dressers it is. That's a storage. And even when in the kitchen, the cabinets, he could put food in the cabinets and all his plates and stuff. Not a lot, but it's enough for something small like this. You don't need too much, especially if you're just by yourself anyway. So, and I went along with this green color, well, the green concept that you're gonna see later on, because I wanted an idea of what the Sims like, what the male Sim liked, what he was into, his hobbies and stuff like that before I started building, because it kind of gives me a great idea of his character and what to do with this build. And one thing I noticed is that his favorite color was yellow, and and I put green everywhere. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, I think his favorite color was yellow, but I do have an aspect of yellow and just trying to, I don't know. When I look at him, I just think green fits better with. But yeah, imagine if I did the whole thing yellow. I think I still could have made it work. But I think I liked it the way it was. Not me being like, oh yeah, I was actually gonna like look at his traits and stuff and follow along with what he likes, and then I end up doing what I like. Okay, don't do that. In real life, if you're going to be an interior decorator, don't do that in real life. You need to listen to your clients and what they prefer and what they like. Even if you think you know what's best for them, they are paying you to do a service, so you better make it work. So yes. So his favorite color was actually yellow. As you see, I have this kind of like yellowish chair on the side. It is yellow. I know it looks green, but it's yellow. I have like an orange couch. It looks red, but it's orange. Okay. I'm sorry that my quality is not really picking up, but it did kind of look like reddish orange, but it's orange. Um, I had a lot of fun doing this. I did add some yellow here, but I felt like I couldn't just do straight up just yellow. Like I needed to add something to kind of like make the colors, match. And this was the color palette that I went with. Green, brown, yellow, and this light wood color. Like it's the same as the floor, so we gotta make it match. And see he has a yellow record player, okay? I was following along. I just wanted it to look cute. I really liked how this came out, and honestly, like doing stuff like this makes me want to do more builds in the nightlife. Is it Bridgeport? I need to remember these town names. I want to do like more apartment builds because I have a lot of fun doing them, and it makes me become more creative with such minimal space that I have, or I can enlarge it depending on it. But I just like the city view. It makes everything look smexy. Oh, I did try to add the original like air vents that were there, so I added that there as well because we're in a cheap apartment. But just because you're cheap, that don't mean you can't look good. So it didn't take me long. All I did was just add furnishing and stuff like that. You see, it's coming together really, really fast, and it looks slow too. That just goes to show you. And so I went to the bedroom to fix it up. Uh, I was trying to figure out a color palette for this bedroom so it can all come together and match. And I actually liked how it came. Now, I had to remember this is a male sim, so I had to not do too much to it. But anyways, oh, so beautiful. Well, this video is starting to come to an end. I know this was very, very short, but like I said, it was only a studio build and not really much to do with it. But I thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah. Enjoy the rest of this video, y'all. Alrighty then. Love y'all. Subscribe.